Hi friends, AMC stock rocketing up the way. This is the best technical analysis on YouTube. We're looking at the key targets that are happening in the near future. When we get past them, we're going on even higher, even better, all of that sort of stuff. We've also got targets towards the downside where there be dragons. We're going to be managing our risk if we need to along that front. By managing my risk, what do I mean? We're diamond handing this. We ain't selling nothing. Ain't nobody selling nothing. What I mean is just simply waiting for those best buy times. This is when you hit like, by the way. It's the intros. They last for just another 5 seconds or so. Hitting like now is highly recommended by like hitters around the world and all that good stuff. Whoa, okay, so here we are in the charts. There you can see it. Over there on the charts, we are aiming up at the minute towards 43 bucks. Actually, you know, $42 where the 200 simple period moving averages here on the 50-minute time frame might be a target to look to, but we'll cover that in a little bit more detail in just a second. At the minute, we're keeping our eye out for the support, which is where we had that gap fill at as well already today. Fantastically predicted that in the morning. Of course, it was fairly predictable. We've come back down. We've done numerous things, tested off with Bollinger Bands, etc. All sorts of good stuff. Everything looking pretty decent in terms of the setup when we take out $38. So that's the next first step. We actually take that out, close above it on a 15-minute basis, looking pretty good. Now, if we did drop down past this point, a tasty buy comes in again at around about $31. That would be it, though. Beyond there be dragons on the 4-hour time frame. What does all that look like? Well, taking us back up towards this region is where we actually drop down from. When we get there, we're actually aiming higher and higher and higher again. The point being with these targets, less to do with actual trading with this one for all of you out there, although I am a professional trader. I do teach people how to trade, and my entire thing is about trading, and I'm looking at these from the point of view of a trader without actually trading it myself. It's fairly bizarre, I know it is, but here we have it. And what I'm looking up to is those levels, because when we get up there, of course, we start aiming up higher, we move our support up higher, we talk about how there's tasty buys, and then of course we're looking like that, and that's what we're kind of looking for to cascade towards the top side. But in the meantime, this is where we are right now, and from the broader point of view, there is of course some things that we can talk about. Overall, we are aiming for just this general region where we have that liquidity zone and that 50 simple. In terms of the support as well on this one, we're going to have to pop that down a little bit lower. In terms of the tasty buy, well, that does come in if we were to actually fill in that lower gap at that $26 area, $24 area. And then I believe there is one there. And then over here, we're looking at this is where there be dragons. Now, we're actually doing all right here. I do think that we'll see some positive price action, but there's no like bullish divergence to really like scream about. The MACD kind of has one, but you can see it's just mostly been down without any local highs. It's not really a massively fair thing to make an assessment of. At this point here, you can see that we are just starting to see the contraction between the positive and negative on the DM, but it's just not there right now. The most positive thing about this is that you typically do see the prices turn around at the 40 area on the 4-hour time frame, but here on the 1-hour time frame is where you start to see that positive situation come back in again, and all that story condenses down into positivity, where we see the cross of the DMI positive. Well, we still got the ADX in a strength of trend position. We're coming up here, testing off the neutral line, about to move back in on the RSI to make it so that we're actually in the positive area, getting out of this negativity zone again, you know, coming back in, and we can trend up positively, something that we've been looking out for quite a while over here. So these are the sorts of things that we're looking at, and everything boils back down to really what I said at the start of the video. That's been a nice explainer for you. I'm not going to drag this one out for 8 minutes or any of that sort of stuff. Just be aware, you know, like I did in the last one for a laugh yesterday. Just be aware, as I mess up the screen, that I genuinely do deeply care about the audience here. We're building an amazing thing. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. I would love it, absolutely love it, if you were a part of that 10,000 crowd that got in here as what we're doing. It's amazing. It's amazing stuff. It's probably the best community on YouTube. Certainly the best one that I've ever been a part of, and I look forward to seeing you as a member here one time. Drop a like. See ya.